Big week this week over the Championship as first place Leicester City take on second place Ipswich Town. Who's going to come out on top in a ding-dong affair? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're taking a look at match day number whatever it is over in the Championship. Match number 28 in the Championship. And we'll get to that in a second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button, bang out to all things Championship related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys, under one rooski. That's right, Southampton could actually sneak into the top two with, of course, a loss this week for the Tracker boys. What will go on? We'll take a look at it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you do, make sure you subscribe. Of course, we are still chipping away here. Not back to full fitness ourselves, and of course the videos are a little bit ropey. So the Super Brew keeps on going. Just keep on doing what you do, and we'll get you back up to date very, very soon, of course, because I'm going to hit the road pretty much after I press stop on this recording here. But we're going to look back at the weekend's results. Some shambles, some pretty good results there, but let's have a look at it. Hull City, they lost to Norwich City at home. Of course, all talk was the arrival of Fabio Carvalho, the young gun there, but of course couldn't get the win for the Tigers. 2-1 win for the Canaries. Meanwhile, Coventry City, big 3-1 winners over Leicester. Wow, wow, wee, wow. I went with a 2-1 win myself, not too shabby. Birmingham City and Swansea City, two new managers there. 2-2 final scoreline. I went with the win for the hosts on that one. Leeds, 3-0 winners over Cardiff. I went with a 2-1 win myself. Borough with a big 3-1 win over Millwall. I went with a draw on that one. The Saints, 4-0 winners over Sheffield Wednesday. I went with a 3-0 Huddersfield Town with a 1-1 draw against Argyle. I went with a 2-1 win as well. The Nobbers, 2-0 winners over Bristol City. Got that one spot on the nose. Stoke City with a 1-0 win over Rotherham United. I went the other way. West Brom, they absolutely turned us over there. 4-1 demolition of Rovers. I went with a 2-1. Ipswich Town, 2-1 winners over Sunderland. 3-0 win it was in the end. And Watford, hot off the press, 2-1 win over QPR. I went the other way on that. That's, of course, the results. What, of course, has that done to the table? The table looks like this as of recording. Leicester City are top, still just 6 points clear over Ipswich, with Southampton within striking distance of that second spot. Goal difference as well favours the Saints. Of course, Leeds are in 4th, West Brom 5th, and Coventry are in 6th. Going down, Rotherham, QPR, and Sheffield Wednesday. Rovers are in trouble, though. They could do with a win to get themselves up and at them, with, of course, our worst goal difference in the fucking league. Grim times, of course. That's, of course, the situation over there. What, of course, about the situation coming at you next week then? Well, let's have a look at it then, shall we? Of course, looking forward to these games, of course, coming at you starting on Friday, January the 19th. It will be Sunderland. It will be Hull City, of course, coming at you at the Stadium of Light. Now, these two sides have played each other 23 times. In 2006, we got 12 wins for Sunderland, 5 wins for Hull. We got 6 draws, of course. The biggest win for the hosts here, 3-0 when they got 41 goals in those 23 matches, 1.78 goals a game on average. Hull, though, 3-0 win the biggest. Of course, 29 goals scored in 23 matches, 1.26 goals a game on average. Both sides have a bit of ropey form at the moment, with Hull City on 25% form for them, just 1 win in 6. They are 9th in the table with 39 points on the board. Sunderland are in 7th with 40 points on the board, 42% form for them. Back-to-back defeats for Michael Beale's boys. Last time around, though, over at the Stadium of Light, it was a 4-4 killer draw back in April 2023. We'd love to see a bit of that, wouldn't we? 6-5 on is your Sunderland, 5-2 is the draw, 16-5 is your away win here. Gonna go with Beale's boys here. 2-0 win. Hull are in a bit of a slump, of course, and recent form has not been going against them. They've been busy in the transfer market. If those players can click into gear, then, of course, we might have to reconsider the scoreline. But 2-0 win for the host on this one. Swansea against Southampton in the Russell Martin derby. That's right, Locking Horns at the Liberty Stadium. Played each other 16 times in 2008. We got 3 wins for Swansea, 9 for Southampton. There's been 4 draws, of course. The biggest win for the hosts, that was a 3-0 win. They got 12 goals scored in those 16 games, 0.75 goals a game on average. Of course, Southampton, though, 5-0 win, the biggest, scoring 22 goals in 16 matches, 1.38 goals a game on average. Southampton on 92% form for them right now, winning 5 of the last 6. They are 3rd with 55 points on the board, up against Swansea, 67% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the past 6, 15 for the day, with 33 points on the board as well. So the Saints, though, have not lost in the last 20 games. They look red hot to trot right now. Of course, last time around, though, over at Swansea in the league, it was a 1-0 win for the Saints back in May 2018. That was in the Prem de la Prem, of course. They did play each other earlier in the season, back on Boxing Day, It was a big 5-0 win for the Saints over at St Mary's. Of course, the odds are for this one, 17-4 is your Swansea, 13-8 on is your Southampton, and 3-1 is your draw. It's going to be another win for the away side here. 2-1 win for the Saints. They'll keep on marching on. Rovers, though, up against Huddersfield Town, looking to settle some scores here as they try to get back to winning ways. 25 times they have played each other, these two sides, since 1999. 8 wins for Rovers, 7 wins for Huddersfield. It's been 10 draws, of course. The biggest win for Rovers, 5-2 win. They got 37 goals in the 25 matches, 1.48 goals a game. Huddersfield, though, 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 33 goals in 25 matches, 1.32 goals a game on average as well. Huddersfield, though, 25% form for them, just 1 win in the last 6. That 1 win, guess what, was against Blackburn Bloody Rovers, I feel. 21st in the table, 26 points on the board, up against the Rovers side, who are on 18th with 32 points on the board. 25% form for them heading into this one, though. Coming at you, last time around, it was a 1-0 win for Rovers at Ewood back in November 2022. However, early in the campaign, it was a big 3-0 win for Huddersfield at the McAlpine, John Smith's Kirklees. I was there to watch this shambles unfold. 11-10 on is your Rovers here, 3-1 is your draw, as your away win, sorry, and 5-2 is your Rovers. Fancied by the bookies here, got to go with them as well. 2-0 win. Turn the table. Hopefully, Smolish is back, and of course, hopefully, we can drive on with the big fat W as well. Bristol City against Watford coming at you over at Thrashton Gate. Played each other 28 times in 1993. 7 wins for Bristol City, 10 wins for Watford. It's been 11 draws, of course. The hosts, 4-1 win, the biggest, scoring 30 goals in those 28 games, 1.07 goals a game on average. Watford, though, 6-0 win, the biggest, scoring 42 goals in 28 matches, 1.50 goals a game on average. Watford, though, 67% form for them, just 1 defeat the past 6. They are 8th with 39 points on the board. Up against the Bristol City side, who are 14th, 36 points on the board, 50% form for them, however, winless in the last 4 games. Last time around, though, over at Thrashton Gate, it was a 0-0 draw back in November 2022. Of course, Bristol City coming at you 11-8 for the victory, 90-10 is your Watford, 12-5 is the draw. Tight one here, but they're going to go back to the Robins here with a 2-1 win over Watford to take the 3 points. Middlesbrough up against Rotherham coming at you over at the Riverside. Now, these two sides have played each other 14 times. 2013, we got 8 wins for Borough, we got 4 wins for Rotherham, and we got 2 draws, of course. The biggest win for Middlesbrough, 3-0 win. They got 16 goals scored in 14 games, 1.14 goals a game on average. The Millers, though, 3-0 win, their biggest, also scoring just 10 goals, though, in 14 games, 0.71 goals a game on average. Rotherham, back-to-back defeats for them, 33% form for them over the last 6. They are 24th with 18 points on the board. I guess the Borough side, 50% form for them right now, winning 3 and losing 3 of the last 6. However, back-to-back wins coming at you, though. Last time around, though, at the Riverside, between these two sides was a 0-0 draw back in September 2022. Rotherham have just lost once of the last 4 against Middlesbrough, and that was a friendly. Goodness gracious me. So they like playing Middlesbrough. The odds here, 4-1 on is your Borough, of course, 12-1 is your away win. That is, of course, Rotherham, and 4-1 is the draw. We're going to back Middlesbrough despite the form. 2-0 win for Borough on this one. Norwich City up against West Bromwich Albion coming at you at Carrow Road. Now, these two sides have played each other 37 times in 1995. We've got 12 wins for Norwich, 17 wins for West Brom. We've got 8 draws, of course. The biggest win for the Canaries, 4-0 win. They got 46 goals in 37 matches, 1.24 goals a game on average. The Baggies, 17 wins, of course. 5-1 win, the biggest, scoring 48 goals in 37 matches, 1.30 goals a game heading into this one, of course. West Brom, though, 4 wins in the last 5, 67% form for them, of course. 5th in the table with 45 points on the board. Wagner's boys, 50% form for them, unbeaten in the last 3. 11th in the table with 38 points as well heading into this one. Last time around, though, over at Carrow Road, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2022. The odds here, 31-20 is your Canaries, 13-8 is your Baggies, of course, and 12-5 is the draw. We're going to go with a 2-1 win for Norwich. A bit of a surprise, perhaps, on this one. Plymouth Argyle against Cardiff, of course, coming at you over at Home Park. Now, these two sides have played each other 15 times in 2003. We've got 4 wins for Plymouth, 5 for Cardiff, 6 draws, of course. The biggest win for Plymouth, 2-0 win. They've got 18 goals scored in 15 games, 1.20 goals a game on average. Cardiff, though, 3-1 win, the biggest, scoring 19 goals in 15 games, 1.27 goals a game on average. Of course, Cardiff just 1 win in the last 5, 40% form for them, of course, heading into this one. 13th for the day with 37 points on the board. Plymouth, 19th for the day with 30 points, of course, 50% form for them under Ian Foster. Just 1 defeat the last 6. Last time around, though, over at Home Park, of course, it was a 3-1 win for Cardiff back in August 2009. It's been a long, long time, guys. The odds here for this one, 6-5 is your Plymouth, 9-4 is your Cardiff, 12-5 is, of course, the draw here. We're going to go with a cheeky 1-0 win for the Home Park faithful, the Green Army, and, of course, Plymouth moving up the chains as well. QPR gets Millwall in an all-London affair coming at you at Loftus Road. Now, these two sides have played each other 21 times since 2004. We've got 6 wins for QPR, 5 for Millwall, 10 draws, of course. The biggest win for QPR was a 2-0 win. They got 24 goals in 21 matches, 1.14 goals a game. Millwall, though, on the flip side, 2-0 win, the biggest, scoring 24 goals in 21 matches, 1.14 also heading into this game. Millwall, though, 58% form for them, back-to-back defeats, 16th for the table with 32 points on the board. Up against the QPR side, winning this in the last 8 games. Goodness gracious me, losing 5 of the last 6, just 8% form for them heading into this one. Last time around, though, over at QPR was a 2-1 win for Millwall back in February 2023. But the odds right here, right now, we look at QPR 7-5 for the victory, 9-5 as your Millwall, 23-10 is, of course, the draw here. Tight, airtight. Going to go with a 1-1 draw on this one. What do you think about that? Let me know your thoughts down below. Wednesday up against Coventry, coming at Hillsborough. Now these two sides have played each other 32 times in 1993. We've got 9 wins for Wednesday, 30 wins for Coventry. We've got 10 draws, of course. Now these the biggest win for Wednesday was a 5-1 win. You've got 33 goals scored in 32 games, 1.03 goals a game on average. Coventry, though, looking red hot to trot. 4-1 win, their biggest, scoring 38 goals in 32 matches, 1.19 goals a game. 5 wins of the last 6, though, for Coventry right now. Looking A-OK, 92% form for them. They are 6th with 40 points on the board. Up against the Wednesday side, 50% form for them right now, winning 3 of the last 4. Also starting to cook a little bit under Danny Roll. Last time around, though, over at Hillsborough, it was a 1-0 win for Wednesday back in December 2020. That was in the Championship. The odds are here, 21-10 is your Wednesday, 5-4 is your Coventry, 12-5 is, of course, the draw. Back in Coventry here, they've got the gears going. Everyone's chipping in and, of course, singing on the same hymn sheet. And, of course, Wednesday will be a little bit hard done by taking the L on this one. 2-1 win for Coventry on this. Stoke City against Birmingham coming at you over at the Bet365. Now, these two sides have played 27 times in 1983. We've got 7 wins for Stoke, 13 wins for Birmingham, and 7 draws, of course. The biggest win for Stoke, 3-1 win. They got 28 goals scored in 27 matches, 1.04 goals a game on average. The Brummies, 7-0 win, the biggest, of course, 42 goals scored in 27 matches, 1.56 goals a game. The Brummies, though, on 33% form for them right now, winless in the last 7 games, of course. However, just 1 defeat in the last 4, 20 from the table, 29 points on the board. Up against the Stoke side, 58% form for them, just 1 win in the last 4 as well. In fact, 1 defeat in the last 6, if you look at it a different way. 58% form. They are 17th with 32 points on the board. Last time around, though, over in Stoke, it was a 2-1 win for the Brummies back in November 2022. The odds right here, right now, we have 20-19 on is your Stoke here. 5-2 is the draw. And 14-5 is your Mowbray boys. Going to go with a 1-1 draw here, point apiece. And, of course, Mowbray still looking for his first W as well. Leeds up against Preston North End coming at you on Sunday, January the 21st. Now, these two sides have played each other 23 times since 2004. We've got 11 wins for Leeds, 6 wins for Preston, 6 draws, of course. The biggest win for Leeds was a 3-0 win. They got 38 goals scored in 23 matches. That's 1.65 goals a game on average. Meanwhile, Preston, biggest win for them, 4-1 win. They got 29 goals scored in 23 matches, 1.26 goals a game heading into this one. Preston, though, 33% form for them right now, 2 wins of the last 6. They are 12th with 38 points on the board. Up against the Leeds side, 67% form for them, winning 3 on the spin. They are 4th with 51 points on the board at the moment. Last time around, though, over at Ellen Road, it was a 1-1 draw back in December 2019. Of course, there's been a little bit of time there, guys. But the odds right here, right now, we've got Leeds 5-1 on for the victory, 14-1 is, of course, your Preston, and 90-4 is the draw here. Going to go with a win for Leeds here at Ellen Road, 3-0, comfortably done, 3 points in the bag, and then wrap it up. It's the one we've been waiting for. It is, of course, Leicester. It is Ipswich. So on Monday night, of course, all eyes on this one at the King Power. Played each other 29 times in 1985. We've got 10 wins for Leicester, 12 for Ipswich, 7 draws, of course. The biggest win for Leicester, 6-0 win. They got 41 goals in 29 matches, 1.41 goals a game on average. The Tractor Boys, 6-1 win, their biggest, scoring 45 goals in 29 matches, 1.55 goals a game on average. 58% form for Ipswich right now, unbeaten in at least the last 5. They are second with 58 points on the board. Up against the Leicester side, just 3 wins of the last 5 for them, 75% form. They are top with 65 points, of course. The previous match between these two sides was on Boxing Day. It was a 1-1 draw over at Portman Road, but the last time they played each other in Leicester was a 3-0 win back in February 2014 in the Championship. Of course, the odds here, 5-4 on is your Leicester. They are favoured here. 13-5 is the draw. 3-1 is, of course, your long shots, which, of course, Ipswich Town. Of course, for me, going to go with the hosts here. Going to be a narrow one. 2-1 win for Leicester. Too much quality, to say the very least. That's, of course, my take. Of course, what about the situation if I'm spot on the nose? If all my picks come on in, this is what the table will look like. Yes, a new change in the top 2. Leicester will be top. Southampton will be second on goal difference. Then Ipswich, Leeds, West Brom, and then Coventry making up the top 6. Going down, Rotherham, Wednesday, and QPR. Of course, those are my picks. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as we look forward to this game and, of course, the rest of the campaign here in the Championship. But until then, subscribe, thumbs up, smash the little bell. Of course, I'll catch you later for the next one, whenever that is.